Here we are, guys. This is the skirmish. Let's just quickly look at both of the armies. So on the enemy side army, this is the enemy just here. They have a range of spearmen, archers, swordsmen, no cavalry actually, surprisingly. And then the three heroes here, which are Huangshao, Gongdu, and He-Man. But over my side, however, I decided to separate my units in such a way that I thought would work best. So I had the cavalry here. They were going to be moving up to the right hand side of the map to go for the flank. We have got some, I believe they were just light halberd, yeah, light halberd infantry. Quite a few units actually. I had the main force at the front with my heroes, and then we had a spare side army. Now the reason why I did this is I wanted to funnel them to the middle, so the whole army would congest just in front of mine. Then I could bring these up to the side flank, bring these up to the side flank, and then the cavalry to go around the back and rear flank them. So that was the plan. Let's see how this goes down. So I've already moving my cavalry all the way up there now. They're on their way. Very slowly, actually, I would add. As you can see, my armies are moving side by side to the to create the funnel. This is just a strategy I wondered if it would even work, if it was even able to be something I could do. The enemy does start breaking off their troops, though, however, because they can see the rest of what I've got created over here. Actually, that looks freaking awesome, man. But he's a bit weary, actually. And if I remember correctly, he starts focus firing his archers on my left-hand side, which is a good idea, actually. It might be able to stop my flank. My cavalry have made it all the way over to this position here. We are pretty far away from the enemy, but they are not prepared for what's coming. Like predicted, they were moving straight into the middle. That is what we needed, and the archers going straight for my infantry over here. Which, let's face it, it's a good move. My archers are now firing. We only have standard archers. They actually have proper fire arrows, which was pretty devastating. Shields are up, trying to cover themselves. But I did start losing infantry bit by bit. He's also going for the flank, which was going to come over my side, which I was hoping was going to be my flank troops. I've now moved one side in, whilst keeping the main force at the back. I've moved the left-hand side in as well now to stop the archers just picking off all my troops. And bit by bit, I'm moving my forces in. You will fail. Kill them. I'm moving up the back, very slowly but very surely, is my cavalry. He did try to engage them, but cavalry are way too fast and they're going straight for those archers. So we had to finish the archers, and hopefully we'll turn the tide of the battle to my side. They are really, really weak over this side, and I literally actually see. They get flattened. Cavalry is all over them now. And we're also pushing on to the third archer squad, which are badly getting rear-ended there. Wow. I've already taken out one archer squad here. We're just moving the cavalry around, trying to keep it away from the spearmen that are trying to run them down. The battle in the middle, however, is a bit even. A bit spread out as well. The archers are still doing great damage, and I've still got a light sword army and a general to my disposal. All of their archers are gone. They've just got two squads left up here, which the cavalry is all over them. No chance. And now a battle has begun. We have got Zhao Yun. Oh my days, I'm pressing buttons. It's this button. On a infantry hero versus hero. They seem to be fighting at super speed, which looks a bit weird, actually. We have sped up, that's why. Oh yeah, that's a bit better. So they're actually battling it out. The armies won't actually bother the heroes while they're in this kind of engagement. out of loyalty and respect. But you can force your troops to attack that general if you feel like your general's getting killed, but it will lower your morale by quite a lot. I've got my cavalry and infantry coming up the back to come and aid the rest of my army over here. They literally have no chance now. I've got arrows raining all over them. They've already started retreating some of their troops. The general is running around as well. Actually, he's just chilling. Look at him. He's supposed to be fighting, mate.
Show no mercy.
Just chilling out. He's just observing everything. I've got my backup troops coming up now to come and finish the spearmen off here.
You will need it.
But it is working out very, very well. Cavalry moving in for the backup. We've got swordmen and cavalry infantry. I'm not too sure where I was placing them, to be honest.
How many have you killed?
That well.
Not enough, I think. Oh, how
recklessly sending the lightbow infantry straight into them. I think I may have ran out of arrows, which is why I just sent them in. So they will try and fight with their little axes that they carry around. They actually do some pretty decent damage, but let's face it, they're not fully equipped for that kind of combat.
Move.
Troops over here have defeated the enemies. I got my the rest of my army on their way back home. The axe infantry that chased down any retreating forces have killed them all now. So currently the enemy, all they have left is one hero and a very persistent light spear infantry squad, which seem to be surviving up against halberd infantry, a commander, and of course the lightbow infantry with their axes.
Come on! Surely you could do better.
Got another spear. These spear infantry really do hold for as long as they possibly can. They do very well for defensive, actually. I'm not too sure about the damage on offensive. I haven't really experimented too much with spear infantry. But as you can see, I've got a ton of army left after the battle. We more or less, I think I had like 200 more troops than he did. Whether or not that helped me out in the long run, I'm not sure. I think the cavalry did the best amount of damage for me, sending them around the back and flanking the enemy, getting
Our
rid
general
of
is outmatched.
archers.
Retreat would be wisest.
But spear infantry is just one man. Oh, he's gone. He got sliced. Did you see that?
Destroy them.
New Bay just flies past him and whacks him across the face with a sword. He's like, no, he's done it again here as well. He's got right in there. He's getting stuck in there to finish him off. The army is currently just watching Zhao Yun get his butt handed to him by the enemy. The enemy's got no troops left at all, and he's still standing up against Zhao Yun, which is surprising because man, I'm not sure. I mean, I think if I was playing Zhao Yun, I would have slaughtered him by now. But the only thing I can say bad about Zhao Yun's character right here is the look of him, for one, and the other thing would be the fact he's using a sword. We're all used to him using a massive spear. All the infantry all cheering him on. You got it.
To battle.
But then the army thought, no, Zhao Yun's gonna die. Slaughter him. And he's gone. Such an easy win for me. It was a really, really fun game to play, actually. I really enjoyed this one. I'm trying to play as much as possible. Total War is a really, really good game franchise, but it's extremely difficult to kind of get used to and get the hang of. But I'm currently getting there. As you can see, I won by a massive mile. The amount of troops I still had left alive. But that is it for this video, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next video.